Another day, another woman doing something preposterous. We have a professional woman who can't find a man. She's 35, and now she's offering $5,000 to anybody that helps her find her a husband. And get this, she's a corporate lawyer by profession, so her job is to make sure that she wins every argument. With more than 500,000 views on TikTok, this woman has been making the rounds lately and creating a lot of interest. When are women going to understand that most single men that are 30 plus with their life on track are simply not interested in anything they have to bring to the table anymore? You can't put a price on peace of mind, and even if you could, $5,000 is an insult. Just imagine signing up to marry a woman whose job is to literally do anything and everything possible to win arguments even when she knows she's in the wrong. You'd have to enjoy suffering immensely. Here's the thing. As a corporate lawyer, she probably works 12, 14 hours a day, so it's not a surprise she's fine with a long-distance relationship. Any quality time with her would be on Saturdays or Sundays anyway, so it would be pretty much ONS every weekend, just with the same fella. Grind through the week, party Saturday night, get wild, and have some drunken physical time in bed afterward. Then get up late on Sunday just to eat breakfast together and part ways. Amazing perspective. She is responsible for her life choices, but I see a far larger problem than just people like her. The larger issue is the media and government that push the lifestyle that people like her to get addicted to. I've had an awareness that the government was trying to ruin us, but to fully realize it is both terrifying and infuriating. It makes me want to do something about it, but I'm just one person. I'm powerless to do anything about it, except for how I can help myself. For any man even considering this, know that the woman in question, whatever the other problems, and there are many, beginning with the fact that she's a high-powered attorney, means that she's extremely argumentative and probably very morally and ethically flexible. Her requirements narrow her options down to the slim fraction of men who don't want or need someone like her. She is automatically a high-risk pregnancy if you see biological and unadopted children in your future. A marriage expert has stated that when asking men if they would marry someone who is 80% of what they are looking for, they respond, "Hell yeah, she's a catch." When asked the same question, women would almost always say, "No, that would be settling down." The reason so many women are alone today is entirely because of modern women and their BS. Once a man learns to be alone, he can go from lonely to genuinely enjoying solitude. As for this corporate lawyer, her ideal partner is either married, but more than happy to hook up, single and dating women 10 years younger, divorced, and wants nothing whatsoever to do with marriage. She's in California, so even in a short-lived marriage, she'd walk out with an amount greater than $5,000 after a planned divorce. One thing is truly universal, and it has stood the test of time and circumstance to prove that it's something that's just never going to change. It is the law of human nature. It's the universal law that governs the role of men and women in society. Whatever society comes to, whatever humanity becomes, there are some things that were meant to be, and whatever men and women try, eventually, the truth can only be what nature intends for men and women, their reasons for existing, their long-term purpose, and how they live their lives. The numbers are meaningless to modern women. When you read their online concerns about how older guys prefer younger women or simply being alone, you might think they're insane. They mistakenly believe that we are speaking from an ideological perspective, which is obviously not the case. Men are simple beings who merely want your love, adoration, and respect. Women, on the other hand, demand absolutely everything all the time from every man. Yet with all the talk about equality, they don't make the effort themselves. Women want literally everything in a man, and this woman's even willing to pay $5,000 for it. Just imagine. An average woman wants a tall, handsome, wealthy, and attractive man. However, she typically fails to work on and improve her inner beauty, her personality, and character. In the end, what is on the inside ultimately manifests on the outside, and most of the time, this results in an entitled and ungrateful person who is self-centered and demands that the man grant her every wish for the rest of his life. When you come to think of it, feminism has almost trapped women in its extremisms while freeing men in the sense that they now know how fragmented women really care about how they want to live their lives. Why? Women are disproportionately represented in undervalued occupations, are familiar with the harsh realities of the job market, and, most importantly, find it dreadful to think of growing old. Even though this last statement is quite telling, the majority of women find it difficult to accept it because of their social conditioning. Schools, the media, and the entertainment sector actively urge women to put off getting married and starting a family, while concurrently encouraging them to pursue other objectives such as pursuing an education, a career, or even many partners. By the way, the word partners refers to casual flings and one-night stands rather than long-term relationships. Women overspend, live paycheck to paycheck, and have so much emotional baggage that their ability to attach as a couple is permanently lost. They turn to antidepressants and other legal drugs like alcohol and cigarettes when they are in their mid-30s and early 40s and have trouble finding a man who truly wants them as a mate. However, this does not imply that men pay them no attention. Some males will thirst for any woman out there, no matter what sort they are. She becomes more manly the more marriages and children she has. If I had to sum up how the remaining women think, I'd say ideology triumphs over biology. They ridicule guys, demonize them, and treat them with total disdain. Here are a few additional facts in case they still need them. When women have over 10 intimate partners, their desire to get married to a man is little more than a last-ditch effort. Pair bonding is virtually impossible, and research indicates that she probably contains DNA from several guys. As I said before, any quality time with this corporate lawyer giving a $5,000 bounty would be on Saturdays or Sundays anyway, so it would be pretty much a one-night stand every weekend, just with the same fella. Grind through the week, party Saturday night, get wild, and have some drunken physical time in bed afterward. Then get up late on Sunday just to eat breakfast together and part ways. One thing that really should be understood here is how the wall affects women. We have 40-plus women wondering when they'll get the right guy to settle down with. The same women are all over social media complaining to the world and sharing their sob stories about how they've turned 46 and don't know what else to do with their lives. They're done chasing the corporate ladder and done partying away their lives away without serious commitments, and are now wondering how it might have been different if they had settled down with someone before hitting the wall. And now that they're done living that dream, they're wondering why young men don't want them anymore. Here's the brutal reality. The majority of women are not ready for the wall. Several women in their early 30s have successfully caught men's attention for over 20 years. The desire to date women in their prime has been and will continue to exist in males as young as their early 20s and as old as their 50s and 60s. Young ladies have received the attention they have always desired from men of all ages and social backgrounds who have shown them love and concern. A lot of women have told me tales about how when they were in their mid-20s, shady 50-year-old guys would hit on them, and when they turned 25, high school boys would try to get them to go on dates with them. The world is open to us men in this regard, but not for women. This is because women are at their life's peak in their 20s, and that value for them starts to decline in their 20s. As for this woman, I really pray for the person who ends up with her eventually. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.